Talk about your boy.
Family. First, I'm not the owner of the song, but in dedication to Black History Month, we're going to pay homage to the Queen, Aretha Franklin, baby.
Ooh, Queen of Soul. The Queen of Soul.
That woman could sing, family. Boy, she hit you in your soul. I had to play this song, man. Tell me, I ain't realize, man, it's going 3 years since she been gone. 2018 was past, man.
2018.
Man, that time was about fast, man. So we're going to be talking about the Queen today. We're going to be talking about LBJ, them Lakers taking the L. We're going to be talking about, somebody resigned in Jacksonville, as I called it last week, pressure. It busts a pipe, family. It busts pipes. So, as you know, that one of those things we're going to talk about. We also talk about Damon Lillard a little bit. We can sneak in them Hornets. Hey, man, I don't know if Mike saw that, man, for the Eastern rankings, man. My Hornets are up on the mix right now. I'm just saying, baby. Hey, as you know,
you got your moment, man. You got your moment.
Hey, I'm Nick.
I'm Mike.
We military brothers talking sport. Let's go, family. Let's go. Woo, Aretha can sing, family. Oh, Lord. Ain't no way. Hey family, how's everybody doing, man? What's up, family? Want to welcome you guys to I'm Nick.
I'm Mike. What's going on?
We're Military Brothers Talking Sport. We're welcoming you guys to our show, family. We're going to be talking about some amazing things. Thank you guys for chiming in. Pray that you guys subscribe to our page. Go on YouTube, subscribe to us, follow us. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit that bell so every time we go live, you guys will be notified. So we want to welcome you guys to our show. Mike, my brother, how was your day, my brother?
Well, you know what, man? I feel great. It feels good to be off. I don't know if everybody can identify with that feeling. Didn't take too advantage of the day, but I got a little exercise in and trying to change some things around in my eating habits. And how was your day, my brother?
Hey, my brother, I'm on a little vacation today. Well, for the week, took some time off. So I'm down in Florida. Florida, sunny, Florida. Okay. It's beautiful, brother. I'm out on the balcony, at a secluded location. Out on the balcony.
Can't reveal the location of the bat cave.
Yeah. Hey, I can reveal the background, my brother. Let y'all see that beautiful scenery.
Oh yeah, that's awesome, man. A little different from Kentucky, man. A little different from Kentucky. I see you.
Yeah, brother, happy to be away from that ice and snow. So, brother, appreciate that. So, hey, I'm happy to be some place where I can, get some better internet service. There's some place where I can. Hey, I'm gonna rub it in your face. It's 80 degrees where I'm at.
Okay, I got you. We're about 45, a high of 45.
Yeah. So I'm 80, you 45, so it's all good. But brother, we're gonna get it started, man. We're gonna get a roll. We got a great show today. We're gonna be talking some amazing stuff. But man, as you know, I was playing the Queen, brother. Yes. We're gonna pay homage to Aretha Franklin, brother. Aretha Franklin. You start off, Mike. You go ahead and hit it, brother.
Well, first of all, I grew up listening to Aretha Franklin. All my folks would play it on the record player, the hi-fi. You youngsters don't know nothing about that. And some of her classic hits are, Chain of Fool, Bridge Over Troubled Water, Spanish Harlem was a favorite of mine, man. It's endless, man. And listen, on that note that we're talking about the Queen, I would encourage everyone to go ahead and get that documentary. It's called Amazing Grace. Came out 2019. I'm not sure what network is on. Might be Hulu. You can get the DVD, pull it up, however you want to do it. Amazing Grace. And when I tell you, it's 2 days of live footage of her, the Reverend James Cleveland. He's on the piano, and it's a young Aretha just singing all her classics. There won't be a dry eye in the house if you listen to her sing Amazing Grace live. I guarantee it.
Yeah, man. Man, what blew me away about Aretha Franklin, I remember the story. There was a famous opera singer, and something happened.
Pavarotti, I believe. Pavarotti.
Yeah. He could not perform. And they went to Aretha Franklin about singing a song. And bruh, when I tell you, man, that sister, bruh, brought the house down when she sung that opera song. Remind you, sister don't sing opera. But you could not tell that sister didn't sing opera the way she sang that song. Bruh, they had to give her a stand. Yeah. Incredible voice, man. When you hear people like Patti LaBelle, you hear people like, Gladys Knight, all these famous people, man, just talk about, her being the queen, how much she contribute to just black people, how much, what she gives back and stuff like that. Just think about it. Her funeral, probably one of the longest funerals in history.
Yes, it was.
9 hours. Bruh.
Just do homage due, man. I remember watching her in the Blues Brothers, the original. Yes, man. Her talent level is incredible. I mean, just to go from soul, gospel, opera, it's incredible. R&B artist. Aretha Franklin was able to move with the changes as well. Who zoom and who jump to it. Pink Cadillac. It's just endless, man. To be able to move with the times and still use her voice, just incredible, man. There are no words, man. Her music is timeless.
Yeah, and what, I'm just trying to think of the multi-level marketing company. They utilize, her singing the Pink Cadillac, and so I forgot the name of it. I can't think, but it'll come. Someone chime in and help me out here, man. And if you get to a certain level, they do a Pink Cadillac, and they represent Aretha Franklin song. So even when she actually passed, there were a whole bunch of pink Cadillacs rolled up to her funeral, paying homage to the queen.
I mean, queen of soul. There's no dispute, man. Undisputed. Got to give it up to her. I don't know if anybody doesn't like her music, her genre, whatever it is, man, but you got to pay homage.
Man, that's just like, put her in the category, we just lost Cicely Tyson as we talked about her, man. There's some people, man, when you see them, you have to bow down to them, man, and it's about what they have done, man, to improve your life. It's just kind of like your parents. You always give respect is due for those parents that are involved in their kids' life. You're so appreciative because you didn't have to do it, but you understand what your role is and what your responsibility is. When you get to a certain level, you get a certain place in people's lives, you're like, listen, I owe debt of gratitude to be able to do something to, cause an impact to your life. And that sister, man, just impacted so many people's lives to where you have to love that sister.
You mentioned levels, man, and Aretha did reach that level. I mean, coming from poverty stricken, things didn't go right in her early life, but just to reach the pinnacle that she did. And I'll never forget, she was being interviewed, young female reporter, asked her a question, and so can you tell us a little bit more, Aretha? And Aretha Franklin said, I want to stop you right there. And, because of the things I've done and the levels that I've reached and who I am, I need you to address me as Miss Franklin. Diva, if there ever was one. That's it. You don't know me well enough to call me by my first name, and you ain't. You're not old enough,
brother.
Still teaching people manners and good conduct.
Ooh, hey, I never forget, man. A little young kid, man. You're a little small fry, man. Thought that he could address me by my first. I said, hey, young man, is Mr. Niggins to you, bro?
Yeah,
you don't address me by my first name. No, sir.
That's enough.
Hey, man, but like I said, man, that's really where we're losing our kids, man, respecting their elders, man. I mean, growing up, man, one thing my mom and dad always teach me, like, respect your elders. They paved the way for you. And if we can understand that and have that more of that mentality, respecting our elders, understanding what people have done for you, I believe even in our culture and our race, man, we could get a lot further in life. I don't care, 10 or 15 years older than you, whatever the case may be. Respect those who paved the way for you. Or respect those people who are investing in your lives. Now, I can't see myself disrespecting like my uncles and aunts or people who just done so much. There's so many women out there I call mom and stuff like that. May not be my biological mother, but man, as far as what they invested in my life, man, I have to give them homage, man. I give them respect.
I mean, first of all, that was one of her number one cuts, respect. That's ironic that we talk about that. And the thing you just said, and I was told this as a youngster, good manners will take you further than talent. Will take you further than money.
Yes, sir.
And you got to address the queen as such. Yes. A lot of people learn how to spell, if nothing else, can spell respect. But
she spelled it out for you. R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
I could listen to her all day. All day. And and on her passing, I must have dedicated about 20 plus Aretha songs in about 2 days, man. They're just classics, man. You can just sit back and relax to it, man. I don't want to knock today's generation because it is a new day, but you won't never ever see Aretha twerking. We'll leave it at that.
No.
Now some of her songs was, quote unquote, during that time risque.
During that time.
And outfitter too, but she still brought that, that lady of soul to all of us, man. She's going to be deeply missed. Incredible talent, man. Incredible talent.
All right, man. Now we're going to move on to some hot topic as it pertains to sports. I don't know if you caught this weekend. As you know, Mike, I really don't get into the GOAT conversation because to me, I just say the best during your era because, as you know, sports is always transitioning. Sports is always, migrating, trying to make the game better. I believe that is the plan, is to try to make the game better. They introduce the three-point shooting. They do a lot of things, as far as the physical play and all. They try to take that out of the game because it's hurting people. But to me, I'm wondering. I know you saw my tweet. I was kind of fired up, and I've always said this. I said the one thing that I do not like about LeBron James is all this flopping that he do. And he does a lot. What the Indy had to cater to him. And for example, we saw those back against the Memphis Grizzlies.
Yo, boys.
One touched him, and he flopped in the lane. Even the NBA issued him a warning and said the next time they're going to pay a fine. But I mean, go a couple of, maybe a month and a half ago, where DeMarcus Cousins barely hit him in the head. He laid on the ground like he had a concussion. Dude, I'm going to let you go and go, man. I'll go all day with that.
Well, first of all, I don't know if LeBron's channeling his inner Vlade Divac, the inventor and the king of the flop. I don't know if LeBron had planned to put flopping in his repertoire so he can get more points, because every time he flops, he ends up going to the line. But the NBA did find him. And I'll speak, man. We come from the old school, man. I just really feel that LeBron is talented enough without putting that in his program. You don't have to do that, my brother. I work with children, man, and they're very good at what they do. Reminds me of a youngster who's good at Connect Four, but he has to cheat. You don't have to do that, my brother. That is a cheat code, man, because everybody knows when there's two guys going at it on a basketball court, the referee usually sees the second foul. That's where he takes advantage. It'll be a contact. Maybe there's some attention brought to that, and he'll sell it. And it happened to be in between Grayson Allen, who's known to trip people, because I had to look at it several times because it was Grayson Allen. And, if you rob a bank 8 times and there's a ninth one robbed, you figure that the same guy's done it. So I'm looking at Grayson Allen like, yo, how dare you? We've seen you in action. Then I saw from another angle, I'm looking at Dylan Brooks. Then I'm looking at both of them. Then I see LeBron. He's about 270. I don't know. What's Grayson Allen? 165, maybe? I don't know. How do you push a 270, 280-pound man backwards that far, airborne? And obviously LeBron has looked at the WWE because he knows how to fall, man. Not everybody can fall on the tailbone or the thigh, lower back and just make it stick. But stop it, LeBron. I'm going to tweet him. Let's find this brother. Get this out to LeBron. Stop it. You're 17, 18 years in the league. You're number 2 or 3 in scoring. I don't know. Stop it. Stop. You're too big for that. Stop it, LeBron. Stop flopping, man. They've called him Le Flop a few times. Stop that, man. Because he's actually passing that to the other players. We just saw Jimmy Butler do it last week. Jimmy Butler's holding his eye while he's looking out the good eye, seeing who's seeing that grimacing. You really thought he was hurt at one point. Stop it, LeBron. You got people looking at you.
And that's not all, man. You got a lot. Steph Curry does it. He shoot the 3 and they stick the leg out. James Harden does it. And what it is, man. And like I said, man, the NBA is such a soft league. It's not like
tissue,
bro. Straight up toilet tissue. And so that's why you have a lot of people when they want to do the comparison between LeBron James and Michael Jordan and some of the all-time greats. That's the reason. That's one of the main things that they hold against LeBron. One of the main things is because, like, dude, he gets so many calls when it comes to flopping, and it's like it's being catered to him. And I'm like, listen, he needs
to his scoring. It adds to his scoring, man. It's almost unfair, and he is favored, highly favored, if you will. But I think the league and everybody's tired of him. And it's just time out for it, man. I don't think there's a place for it in the NBA, man. I'd have lit him up, man. I'd have gave him a nice stiff fine so you can stop that and pass it, because LeBron is a role model. He's iconic. Right. You got little kids out here in the schoolyard or in high school, college. They say, hey, LeBron's selling it and getting an and one. Let me go for it also.
Hey, man. And to me, man, like I said, it's really hurting the game more than they actually know. I mean, because now other players are, okay, LeBron's doing, because watch this, what happened. Kuzma ended up doing the same thing in the same game.
Kuzma put on a turbophonic delight 360 cycle spin. I thought he had got caught up in a tornado, was about to go to Kansas or Oz, man. What the? I mean, man, stop it, man. Stop it, man. It's unbelievable. Yeah. These dudes need to go to acting school, man. WWE's ready for it, man.
Yeah, hey, and that's the reason why. And I wish your boy was on here. Wish your boy was on. He a Lakers fan. I really want to see what he had to say about that. Hey, we know Hollywood. Hollywood.
Oh, yeah, it's a few of them. Yeah. Demetrius Moses, Hollywood Cole.
Yeah, Moses. All you guys. I want to hear what you guys have to say about Mr. Flop-a-Lot. LeBron, hey, I got to get my other guy, man, Randall, who went to school with me. He a big LeBron James fan. He think go. Even Shannon Sharp. Wish I could get a hold of that brother. Hear what he has to say about this. Yeah. Like, dude, this time out for all this flopping, brother.
Stop it, man. Stop it. It's unnecessary. It's unnecessary. I mean,
because to me, I mean, and this is the reason why I say, man, the league is really hurting. The scoring. Have you seen what the scoring has been doing the past couple of years?
Yeah, they're going back to the 80s. Man. I'd have thought Kiki Vandeweghe and Alex English was playing with the Nuggets again with some of these scores, man.
Bro.
140 and change on people.
Thank you.
Listen, if someone has spare time, because I don't have that type of time, see how many points you can calculate for LeBron from flopping over his career. Hey, man, It's probably some strong hundreds, man. Strong hundreds. He's adding to, you mentioned legacy. Well, his part of his legacy is scoring. He's just not satisfied with dropping regular points, man. Let's go for it, man. And if he frustrates, you see the way he tried to just go for the gusto on Dylan Brooks, because he clapped and looked at Dylan Brooks as Dylan Brooks was walking towards the bench. See, that's antagonizing, man. That's unsportsmanlike conduct, and he's good for that too. Good for that.
But this is the thing: they did lose against the Denver Nuggets, and you notice AD got hurt. AD left.
Aggravated ACL's MRI is coming.
Listen, what I'm telling you, LeBron demeanor changed completely when AD left out. Now, I think he started thinking about
in the hospital daily with roses.
Hey, he started thinking about when he was in Cleveland. He really didn't have the help that he needed and all. Because you actually know LeBron is trying to chase Michael Jordan. We understand that's really at the forefront of mind. He really trying to say, hey, clearly I am the GOAT, got it. And whatnot, some people would debate and say, no, it's Kareem or whatever kid. But in the forefront of his mind, he think Michael Jordan is who he's running after. But I think he
don't flop. Goats don't flop. Goats don't flop.
Oh, I said it. Hey, you need to clarify that. What do you mean goat don't flop? What are you trying to say?
Listen, I'm going to repeat it. Goats don't flop. You ain't seen Bill Russell flop. You ain't seen Kareem flop. You ain't seen Michael Jordan flop. Correct me if I'm wrong. Did Kobe flop? We could keep moving, man. And his body of work, everybody all on him. Oh, man, he's a specimen. He's 6'8", 280, whatever. When you got to do that and you're already on top, man, something's wrong with that picture, man. I just take it out your program, LeBron. Stop it. I know LeBron don't care nothing about me. Feeling might be mutual, but I ain't flopped.
Hey, that right there, what you said is a mouthful. Just like you said.
All the Lakers and the LeBroniacs come at me.
Hey, I'm waiting for them to chime in.
I'm here all day.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for them to chime in on it, man. I'm a Laker fan, like my nephew Xavier Jones. He die. He loved LeBron. Love LeBron. Boy, that brother loved LeBron. I want to have a conversation with him.
It's got double-edged sword now. You got the LeBron fans and you got the Laker fans. You put them together, here we go. He can do no wrong.
Bruh, perfect. They can perfect. But I'm quite sure I definitely want to hear more Hollywood Cole. Eventually, he gonna chime in. Usually Hollywood is usually on the show. I'm gonna definitely get on that, brother. But
everybody must be celebrating the holiday today, man. Maybe they didn't tossed up too many drinks.
I got you. Hey, I don't know. I'm not sure if you caught it, man. The Daytona 500, man. That was this past weekend, man. I'm a race fan. I'm a big Bubba Wallace fan. I used to be a Jeff Gordon fan. I used to, and now, man, I love Bubba Wallace, man. I got pulled for Bubba. And I don't know if a lot of people know, man, who his sponsor is.
Well, they should, man. And there was a controversial topic a little while ago, and I want to say it probably introduced Bubba Wallace to the forefront. I hadn't paid the brother any attention, really, until, there was a noose found in his garage. Someone said it was a garage handle. It had been there before. But out of all the stalls, all the racers, no one had it in their area. And that brought Bubba Wallace to the forefront. He also designed his car in the Black Lives Matter logo on the car. And all of NASCAR supported him, man. I really appreciate that. And I'm old school Richard Petty, man. I
was carrying y'all wrong.
Yeah, he did something fantastic this weekend. And if those of you who don't know, number 23 is on the car. That should give you a hint.
Who's 23?
The M to the J, his airness. Yes.
His airness. And that's one thing that I can say about Michael Jordan. I really try to educate people on as it pertains to Michael Jordan, what he does for the black community and stuff like that. Now, I understand Michael Jordan. Yes, he has invested money into private prisons. Got that. He's not perfect, but he has done stuff for black people. Like I say, he's co-sponsor of Bubba Wallace. He's also just opened up, he invested another $10 million to open up some more medical hospitals in Charlotte, North Carolina. But my thing is that he has done a lot. And I love the fact that now he sponsored Bubba Wallace, because Bubba Wallace left Richard Petty. And now he's with Michael Jordan. And I forgot who the other NASCAR driver is. But I had to take my hat off to NASCAR. When that new situation came out, NASCAR didn't hold back. And in NASCAR, they could, do the Confederate flags and all this other stuff like that, man.
They banned that too. They banned the Confederate flag at NASCAR events. T-Cham in the house. What's going on?
T-Cham, man, I'm going to have to holler at you, my brother. I'm going to have to get with you, man, after the show. I'm going to shoot you a quick message, man. Yeah, definitely. Hope you can chime in on this Bubba Wallace stuff, man. But he finished 17th. There was a lot of wrecks over Daytona past weekend.
A horrible, man. And on that note, I'm glad everybody was good, man. I saw one car just get destroyed on the wall and flip. This happens to also be the 20-year anniversary of Dale Earnhardt passing on the track. One of my favorites. And I give respect to his son as well, who spoke yesterday. First African-American to lead a lap in the Daytona 500, which is huge.
Yeah.
As you said, there was some wrecks involved, and he was put down as a DNF, which is did not finish. But what he did up until that wreck was still monumental. So kudos.
He was in contention. The last two laps, man. The last just for the white flag, he was actually in contention. And when the wreck happened, that took so many people out. The guy who actually won it had never won before. I think lap 21, I think they had a 16-car pileup. So there was a lot of accidents in that race that a lot of people didn't finish. But my thing is that but the Saturday night race, I watched that, and he actually almost won the Saturday night race, but one guy got him at the end, slingshot him. He tried to cut him off. He went underneath him, man, and just went right around him. But it was exciting, man. I watched a little NASCAR and whatnot. My uncle, man, Uncle Bubba, who died, he used to be racing on the street, and that got me involved in the racing, man. So, but my thing is that, man, I pull for Bubba Wallace. But this is the thing I say about NASCAR, that NASCAR really can take advantage of it if they start to, like I said, diversification. This is a good thing. I think now there's a black female who is she's a part of a crew chief. She changes tires. Then there's another black female who's looking at potentially becoming a driver. If they can go ahead and diversify NASCAR, you're going to start bringing a lot more fans. Same thing as the Tiger Woods effect. Same thing with Venus Serena effect. And so NASCAR, I believe it is a pot of money that they can go after to where they say, hey, you know what? We're going to invest in minorities and expand our brand and our business. Just saying.
Yeah, it's a market, man. And, let's be real. When it comes to, our people doing things, you capture that market, and all of a sudden you'll see young brothers and sisters wearing NASCAR jackets, man, with racing emblems on them and everything. I think that young lady's name is Brianna Daniels. First female tire changer.
Yes.
And she represents very well, and she's letting the ladies know, hey, this is what I do, but I can also still look good. I keep my head together, my skin together. About 27 years old, joined in 2016. And we can make moves in certain places and make a lot of noise. But once again, giving props to NASCAR for accepting this, and that young lady and Bubba Wallace and MJ and everybody else, man, because once the dust clears, man, we all want the common goal. That's to win and do well in life. Color and race and creed, ethnicity, that shouldn't hold anybody from doing anything in this world. Not in 2021. It shouldn't.
Right. And I agree with you 100% on that, man. And so, like I said, hats off with NASCAR, man. And I think they're really, that step last year was a step in a big way. They had the support like they received. But like I said, the race yesterday was fantastic. Didn't like all the wrecks, man. Like I said, man, but it's still an interesting sport that I do enjoy watching. That I do even drag racing. I love to watch a little bit of drag racing on TV. And now, man, as far as for those who don't understand, racing really is a big sport. There now, I had noticed a TV show that where these guys are doing street racing. And then actually they have the other one called Dunk Masters. These are guys who were on 30-inch rims, man, had this car gas and they be street racing. I mean, you talking about racing for a whole bunch of money. So racing, man, in itself, there's a lot of money in racing, man. It's just the fact that they said diversify and just get more people interested in the sport.
Right. And let's not forget, everybody, that Brad Daugherty went over to NASCAR after his NBA career was over. Became an announcer, man, put a lot of years in. You know, he fit right in. It wasn't like he was trying to fit in. He jumped right into NASCAR, started announcing, and you just got used to seeing Brad Daugherty on there. And it was amazing. I was just like, you know, that's a different market to corner. So, and as you said about diversity, I believe that young lady that we just mentioned, Brianna Daniels, she went to a HBCU, man.
Yes, I was going to say that. She went to HBCU. Yeah,
Norfolk State, played basketball for them. And here's an opportunity for her to do some things and make some money. And she's a part of I think it's called Drive for Diversity. It's the pit crews, you know, thing that they sponsor, man, which is awesome, man. So kudos to her, man, Bubba, and anybody else who's, you know, loving NASCAR. I need me some earmuffs if I'm ever going to head out there, man. You know, all that vroom and them tires, that's a little too much for me, man.
Man, but it's just amazing, man, how these guys drive these cars and get so close to that wall without, you know, hitting it and stuff like that. They get close because of it allows them to run faster. They get behind the cars. I mean, they literally get all the way up under the bump.
Yeah. It's amazing, man. You have to have a high motor and a high level of daring.
Yes.
You have to. You know, in my day, man, you know, me and some fellas, you know, we used to do some things on Babies Ford Road. I don't know if you know nothing about that. Yeah, man, and I-77. But you know, those are them young days, man. It's just something to pursue, man. If you can drive and you have no fear, and you good like that, because I know some brothers who really need to be in NASCAR, man. I won't call their name. They've been in some high pursuit maneuvers. We'll leave it at that. It's just great, man. Awesome.
But I don't know if a lot of people realize, man, one of the main cities as it pertains to a lot of these drivers come from, the two main actually states is actually North Carolina, out of Charlotte, and California.
Yeah.
A lot of the drivers are, you know, their hometown because it's big business. They start on the dirt tracks, you know, racing go-karts. And then that's where they start on young kids.
Over there in that Kannapolis and Concord area.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yes.
And then after that, then they move up to, you know, they just really go up the circuit, man. I'm telling you, at the age of 18, by 18, 19, they have the driver's license. And guess what? They're actually driving a lot of race cars. Even like the truck driving also take place there. I watched a little bit of that on Saturday as well. And so it is quite an experience, man. Last year I was supposed to go to a race last year, but something I wasn't able to get the tickets like I thought I was going to be able to get it, man. So, but yeah, racing is pretty interesting.
It's big too. I've been caught in some of them jams. That there's a big one in Darlington, South Carolina.
Yes.
I will make it my business to give me a NASCAR schedule, so I won't be caught in that traffic, man. It is huge. Didn't know it was how huge until you see just the thousands amongst thousands headed to these events, man.
Gotcha. All right, on to the next topic, man. Did you see what I predicted last week about?
Yes, I did, my brother. You called it. I had to touch base.
Hey,
You called.
thank you, T-Champ. T-Champ just pointed this out. Yeah, Joe Gibbs. Before we get on it, Joe Gibbs used to former, Super Bowl head coach with the Washington Redskins, from now the Washington football team, is now actually a co-owner of a couple of cars that are actually NASCAR as well. So they're just like you're right. And that, I thought you're right, T-Champ. Good way to call that one, man. So, hey, but you see, he resigned. Remember I said you put enough pressure on people.
I give it to you. You called it, man. And a day didn't even go by, because I think this thing happened around in the AM, between 1-2 AM, because it was the first thing smoking early morning. I wake up at least about 5:30. And I seen it, and I was like, "Yep, Nick was right. He called it." Social media did wonders. The Jaguars organization was questioned. Urban Meyer's defending that was in question. Here's a man. Yeah, you was at Iowa with 20 years, but your resume of bullying, intimidating, racial slurs, and you were out of there. Don't understand how he even got considered for the Jaguars, and Jaguar all of a sudden got negative attention like you wouldn't believe. I mean, let's be real. Jacksonville Jaguars is really on no one's radar. But the fact that Urban Meyer is there and you hire this dude, what draft pick would want to go there in today's world? Let's take Trevor Lawrence, for instance. I know Trevor Lawrence spoke up against Black Lives Matter while he was at Clemson. A lot of people didn't like that, but they know not to make that kid mad because he got an incredible skill set. But why would you want to go there? And he's there. I don't get it. Just a bad reflection on Maya, and he need to be questioned.
Bruh, I mean, I'm telling you, man, as I said on last Friday, man, Urban Meyer, man, he has made a lot of bad decisions. And we were talking about the guy that when he was actually at Ohio State, when he was actually at Florida, remember Henderson, who actually died, he did all that killing stuff, and Urban Meyer was head coach. And so did all that crazy stuff. So my thing is that, bro, I understand, Urban Meyer, he was saying, trust me. Urban Meyer, you have a history of
Yeah, he has nerve, man, and gall and audacity. I think he probably thought this thing was gonna go up under the rug and he could just get away with it. But just didn't happen like that, man. That thing hit like a gunpowder keg. It just exploded, man. So I'm happy that people wanted to know what's going on. This guy's body of work is not, upstanding. It's not ethical, man. So I just didn't understand that at all. I think Urban Meyer has a lot to explain, man. That's just the way I feel. And my thing is this. Urban Meyer said, we've been friends for 20 years. I got a lot of friends that I've known for 20 years, but you can't come into my world with what you've done and get on board with me, and we keep moving. I gotta let you know from the get-go, man. I don't condone that. I don't agree with that, and I'm just confused on why he even considered that. He said, and I quote, "I vetted him and the others that I hired, and they wouldn't be a distraction." Well, now, okay, wouldn't be a distraction. That's easily said than done. Twitter exploded. Facebook exploded. couple of friends of mine hit me with the TikTok, and we were just trying to figure out what was going on with that choice. Still talking about Urban Meyer and that choice.
Yeah, my connection lost me for a second, man. See, tag team, my brother had my back, man. Brother had my back. That's what's.
I kept it rocking, and as I said, so let me get this straight. Urban said we've been friends for 20 years, and I vetted him, and he would not be a distraction to the organization. Well, lo and behold, that didn't work because he is a distraction. Brought so much negative attention that within 24-hour time span, he had to shut it down. Like I said, there's nobody that I know for 20 years that can come into my world on my job, and I know they've done wrong to no avail with no improvement. And I say, listen, there's room at my job for you. I'd have to be crazy. I have to be questioned.
That says a lot about Urban Meyer, and Ace even hit it. What's going on, Ace, my brother? Appreciate you.
That homeboy background check like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Background check. So my thing is that it goes to show you, and it speaks to more Urban Meyer than Doyle.
Yeah, exactly. Really, you condone that. You condone it.
Man, my thing is that how is it that that'll be just like you have a friend, that you have a known friend that's out here that's a molesting kids. I'm gonna throw that out there. And you've been knowing it for 20 years. And then it got exposed that this joker's been molesting kids. And so you don't think that that's a big issue, a big problem?
I got a problem with anybody individual. I would have a problem with anybody doing that. And I think I stand for myself. There's no friendship any longer, my man. I don't know you. And if I could do something to you, well, wait a minute. Let me retract that on live TV. But if I could put the law on you, it's done. Bruh. It's done. I don't condone that. That ain't my lifestyle. And I can't be a part of nothing crazy like that.
That's my thing, man. And this is the thing. There are other qualified strength coach that's out there that can do that job. So what is it about this guy that you think is okay to bring in your organization and you continue to support him? And
you just said it. You think it's okay. Think it's okay. Come on over here to the Jags. Whatever you did in Iowa won't follow you. You won't be a distraction. We got a place for you. Yeah, we got to question Urban about that because my whole thing is you just got to the job. You're trying to do something with that franchise. Why on the green earth of the Almighty would you say, listen, why don't you come through? And if you did do that, why not say, these are the following courses that he's taken for diversity. This is the training. This is the public speaking that he's doing. These are the following apologies that he have. Not that I would accept it, but you tried to do it all nilly-willy, like it was like that, and ain't nobody going to say nothing. And it wasn't.
Yeah. And you're absolutely correct about that. My thing is that you just made it seem like, hey, it's not a big deal. We're not going to really make no big deal out of this. We're going to suck it up and just drive on, man. It is. That's a crying shame, man. Something just came off over the blotter, man. Former wide receiver Vincent Jackson was found dead. Just came through.
Okay.
Yeah, Jackson was a good wide receiver, man. 38 years old. Man, that just came across, man. Vincent Jackson found, dead at 38, man. I'll look more into that.
Yeah.
Man, that's sad. Man.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah. But hey, like I said, man, it's more and more to tell about Urban Meyer, man. But believe it or not, I'm calling it now. I give Urban Meyer 2.5 years. He's going to be done in Jacksonville.
Now, is that because of the productivity, or be just because of him?
I believe it's not going to be what he thought. I don't think the NFL level is really going to catch him off guard. And I really don't believe he's going to do what Jacksonville expect him to do. And the one thing about Urban Meyer, when a lot of pressure starts to get on him, he have a whole bunch of health problems. He have a whole bunch of issues.
All of a sudden,
all of a sudden, he got a whole bunch of health problems, headache problems, all this stuff like that. He needs to walk away from the game. I give him 2.5 years. Urban Meyer is going to be calling it quits.
And what about the players that's on the Jags now or the ones to come? How are they going to look at him knowing that what he did was hire a racist? And listen, Chris Doyle was called in by Urban and said, look, I made a mistake. This thing is hotter than I thought it could be. You need to go ahead and resign. It's not going to work out. I guarantee you that's what happened, because Chris Doyle didn't resign on his own because it was too hot. Urban realized, okay, well, I think Urban said, look, man, I thought this would go away, but it's not. I just got here, and my job is still, I'm still on probation, or it could be in jeopardy. So, dude, you're going to have to go ahead and resign and shut it down and bow out gracefully. And like I said, if I was a player on the Jags, I would watch this man's actions from now on.
This is the reason why I think Chris Doyle resigned, because I think Chris Doyle found a place in his life where he was okay, based upon they just bought him out, gave him $1 million severance check to say, okay, just to send you on your way. So you mean to tell me the other things that he's not doing to make sure he's financially good? I think he said, you know what? I don't have to deal with this headache. I'm good. I have other things going on to where me and my life, and I don't have to worry about it. But I think, because to me, man, I think it's real arrogant for Urban Meyer to know what this guy was doing and try to justify hiring him. Urban Meyer is a real arrogant guy to think that it was okay.
Yeah, that's basically a Joe Paterno move. You know, this man worked for you. You looking down the hall, you seen stuff over the X amount of years, and you don't say anything. That's crazy.
You see what Ace said? He was full of friends, Sam. Coming to join you, honey. Appreciate it, fam. Appreciate it.
That's an amazing skill, man, to get sick when the pressure get to you.
Bruh, I'm just letting you know, man. It is one of those things, man. So, but like I said, it's gonna be. I give him 2.5 years, man. The brother gonna be gone. I would appreciate it, Tyron. Appreciate it. Welcome to the show, my brother. My man Tyron just chiming in. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, so that's gonna be interesting. Hey, I don't know if you caught that UFC fight this past weekend, but man, hey,
I caught the highlights. I caught the highlights and saw some things, man. He got caught in the first round. He got caught in the first round, went down, got his composure, and realized that he gonna have to go ahead and go straight to work, because it could have went the other way.
Yeah. And my man who actually Burns, he even
Burns sparring partner.
Yeah. But with him also being a champion and has been in 5 rounds before, he knows what to expect. He's been in some big fight. Burns is trying to come up there. And so to me, not the same, because Burns is a great fighter, man. If you go look at the history, man, he's a great fighter. Usman, man, is really, man, he's a killer, bro. He's a killer anyway. He has hand, when he switched southpaw, he's writing, then he switched. It really opened up some things, and really he ended the fight with a stiff jab that really dropped him. So Usman is always thinking throughout the fight, man. He really is a great fighter, pound for pound. I believe him Yeah, Usman, man, he's definitely discussion for as pound for pound, one of the best fighters out there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Israel Adesanya as well.
Oh yeah. Hey, I can't. Hey,
The
style bender.
airbender,
I
boy,
can't knock the
nasty
style
man.
bender.
Man, nasty. When I tell you he nasty.
Well, I watching the interview. I was watching an interview today, man. Jones, Bones Jones, man, he going up the heavyweight, and Jones said, "Hey, he don't have time." Everyone was trying to push that fight between the style bender and Jones, and Jones said, "Hey, he running for me, man." He said, "Hey, listen, I've been doing this for too long to be running behind somebody. I'm done." So I think he's scheduled to actually fight the champ. That's going to be a tough fight for Jones, man. That is not going to be an easy fight.
Who's gonna fight?
Jones is fighting I think they have a fight for the belt. Of the winner, I forgot the champ in the heavyweight. And I think they're allowing Jones to fight for that title because he gave his belt up. Have a new light heavyweight champ. He gave it up. He's moving up the heavyweight. To me, because Jones is not as fast as he used to be. As you get older, you start to lose some things. And so to me, I think heavyweight is better suited for him than lightweight. So I think he will be fast enough to be able to be a little bit too fast a guy, but stronger because he's 6'4". Only thing he's doing is just packing on the weight now. So he can get up to 225, I think, comfortably be at 225 and be able to compete.
This dude, I've been watching him for a while, man. To have two brothers in the NFL and he's the toughest one,
Bro.
that says something. This dude is 26-1. I don't even remember what the one was, but I've seen him in action. I need Bones Jones to do me a favor. Don't fail another drug test.
Oh no, he'll be finished failing another drug. Oh, that one loss came because of a disqualification.
Yeah, just it, and I like the dude. I was a little disappointed, man. With the drugs. He's too skilled. I don't know what the deal was. I know he takes a lot of pain and he gives out a lot of pain. Them elbows.
Oh boy,
ridiculous. He can hit you with 6 different ways with an elbow. 6 different ways with an elbow. Good luck to him, man. I remember when him and Adesanya was talking that talk. So he was like, "Yo, man, I gotta do what's best for me. If moving up is the best for him, then cool, man."
Yeah, he moved up the heavyweight, and so I believe it's going to be an interesting fight at the heavyweight. And so I'm looking forward to seeing who he end up fighting because he's definitely slowing down. But I think he's fast enough to where he'll be able to, at a heavyweight, he'll be able to get some good fights in. I'm interested to see how he does at heavyweight, man. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah. We'll see, man. Good luck to him.
All right, man. The last conversation, man, is dealing with my boy. Dame time, baby. Dame time. Damion Lillard. Being overlooked for MVP, bro. My thing is that, dude, if you're going to put Steph Curry up there, conversation for MVP, how you looking past Damion Lillard? See what that boy is doing for Portland.
He is getting busy, man. And one thing I know about Dame, a few years ago when he got snubbed from the All-Star game, he revved his game up. Steps up to the competition, man. Dude has been playing hurt, still producing. I think it was a finger, man. The other day I saw him limping. He never gives up, man. They're 5-1 in the last 6 games. Dude is averaging about 29 points a game, give or take 4 boards, 4 assists, man. He's getting it in, man. His points per outing is very impressive, man. 32, 36, 20, 29, 30, 34. Assists coming off well, man. He's a problem on the court, man.
Yeah.
And CJ McCollum hasn't been there for a while. So hey, he's filling it in on a lot of levels, man. I think he is in the contention, but somewhere along the line, they're not classifying him on a level as an Embiid, a LBJ, a Steph Curry, a KD.
That's true. That's true. Hey, you're all my brother. Yes, we both served, man. Over 20 years of military service, man. Appreciate you coming to our show. Hey, subscribe, support us, brothers. We military brothers, man, talking sports. And hey, we as you know, being fans of sports, man, we love sports just like anybody else. But we've served over 20 years, man. So we appreciate you joining in. So yes, we both service members in the military, serve with one another. So appreciate you joining us today. So my thing is as definitely looking at Dame Lillard, salute you too. Appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate you. Dame Lillard, man, that guy is game packing. That's right, Ace, my brother. He keep looking. It's the market. It's a small, but my thing is that Paul Allen is the owner. And Paul, man, he one of the richest men in America. So my thing is that I don't understand. But to me, man, they've had a lot of injuries that have hurt them. The big man just went down. Collins really is the start at power forward. He is down. So they really have a good nucleus. But injuries seem to hurt them guys, man. The past 2 years, injuries has really hurt those guys, man. So I'm hoping that these guys can recover and come back. Because I like Portland, man. I want to see Dame get there, man. I like Dame. Kind of like Chris Paul. I want to see Chris Paul get one, man. He had provided service so many years, man. So I like Dame time. I love Dame time. Dame time.
There's something missing, man, from Dame. I can't. You guys say it's the market. You say it's the injuries. But the question is he on Steph Curry's level?
I think so. You got to realize, look at the supporting cast. Just look at you, bro. You can't win it by yourself. Like I said, last year they had a great opportunity. If you look past the last 3 years, 2 years ago the center was out. Last year Collins went out, as well as Nurkic. Nurkic was coming from a devastating injury. Then last year Dame got hurt. So then this year Collins isn't back and Nurkic is out again. So it's like what gives like something almost like that black cat and black cloud looming. We gotta get this brother, get him free, so we can get him some action going on down there.
Okay, I like Dame. Something is going to have to give. Dame is going to have to drop some of them 40 and 57 point games, man. Curry seems to be just in a zone. He's dancing, he's cabbage patching. And if it's Dame time, let's step it up, man. I understand the injuries and the hurt and this, that, and the other, but Dame has that clutch gene that he seems to have to put people out their misery, a la Paul George. He's going to have to do something to give himself the edge or to put himself in that conversation besides him just feeling like he's on that level. Yeah.
Hey, Yvonne, appreciate you, my brother. Salute you, brother. Appreciate you. Thank you. You're right, man. But like I said, he called out Paul George a couple of years ago. Paul George, he said, "Hey, listen, I sent you and your defender at the guard position home last year." So he's you know what type of game I bring to the table. So it's definitely all good. So my brother, we're reaching to a conclusion, man, of our show, man. Important thoughts before we shut it down for the day.
Well, since we gave homage to the Queen, I'm going to go back to what I suggested earlier. Everybody, please watch that Amazing Grace documentary.
Beautiful.
And if nothing else, just kick back and listen to some old Aretha Franklin songs, man.
Yeah. With this being, President's Day, we also salute, all our presidents who have served us, provided a service for us. So we definitely appreciate this being President's Day, recognizing all the presidents that have provided a service. So we definitely salute you guys. Appreciate whatever you bring to the table. So as you guys know, I'm Nick.
I'm Mike.
We're Military Brothers Talking Sports. Peace.
Peace.